What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for today I wanted to share some gameplay with you guys of something that I thought was impossible. And impossible is a very funny word because something is only ever impossible until someone comes along and proves that it is indeed possible. And that is actually what I proved to myself today, boys, because ever since we got the update for Shadowland and we got the additional 5 floors, I've always been under the impression that soloing floor 29 outside of using a character like Jean Grey, Cable, or Anti-Man, they absolutely had to have a top tier build, and they also had to have an obelisk. And today I proved to myself that that was not the case. And in case you guys are wondering why I was always under that impression, it's because I always used to use characters like Thanos, Odin, Dormammu, Wolverine, characters that are top tier and characters that I have a lot of resources invested in, and every single one of them would fail. They would run out of time because they didn't have the DPS, or they would just not survive. However, today I picked up my Pietro, and just for shits and giggles, because when in doubt, just put Quicksilver in and he will most definitely deliver. That's my motto, guys, okay? And that's actually what happened. Like, I literally put this guy in floor 29 of Shadowland with a mediocre build, no freaking obelisk at all, and this guy literally floored them, guys. Like, he bodied the entire floor, and that's what I wanted to share with you guys today because I was dumbfounded. Some of you guys may actually know he can already do it. I just didn't know, okay? Especially since my Quicksilver, as of right now, guys, take a look. He's barely inside the top 30,000, okay? Top 30,000, guys. And he did this floor. Look at his stats. He barely has 15,000 attack, okay? Take a look at my freaking Thanos, guys. Take a look at my Thanos. He has his uniform. He has 19,000 attack, guys, okay? He has a 160 attack proc, boys. He has very similar Urus to what my Quicksilver has, and all his skills are at 6, and he has a better ISO set. And using this guy, as strong as Thanos is in this uniform, I personally, using this build for him, cannot get this floor done, okay? So the fact that my Quicksilver without an obelisk and with a much weaker build than my Thanos can get it done is just mind-boggling, guys. Take a look at the details page. You'll see that Thanos is actually built fairly well right now. You can see 116 for the attack speed, 50% for critical rate, 178 for critical damage, 49% for ignore defense, 50% for reduced cooldown duration. And I even tried using someone like Dormammu, who has a 200% attack proc, okay? Dormammu has very high DPS, very good survivability, but he couldn't stay alive and he couldn't deliver either. Look at his ISO set, guys. Almost completely awakened, guys, okay? Skills are all at 6. Build, you can see for yourself, guys. Look at that. 116 attack speed, 56% for critical rate, 177 for critical damage, 49% for reduced cooldown duration, 50% for skill cooldown. Very similar stats to my Thanos, but his ISO set is significantly better. You can see my freaking Dormammu is ranked in the top 3,000 in the world. He couldn't get it done, okay? The freaking Urus on this man. Very good Urus, guys. My Odin, another heavy hitter, guys. Granted, his stats are pretty close to my freaking Quicksilver with the 15,000 energy attack, but he's ranked 6,000 in the world. He has a 180 proc. His ISO set is looking better than my Quicksilver. Skills for all these characters, they all have Urus, but it's just like, it was just a mind-blowing experience for me to just see Quicksilver ragdoll these guys and literally shut them down. Take a look at his ISO set, guys. Look at this. Look at this. He's barely freaking awakened. And I don't know why this is such a revelation for me, because Quicksilver is such a good character. And some of you guys are going to be thinking, well, if you know Quicksilver is such a good character, why does he not have an obelisk? And the reason for that is because I really love Pietro. He's one of my favorite characters, like top 10 favorite characters in the Marvel Universe. So I've been trying to re-roll a particular obelisk for him, and today I actually got this one right here, the CTP of Energy, and I was going to give it to him just because I wanted to finally be able to conquer floor 29 with this guy. But before I did that, I just thought, you know what, let me go ahead and throw PHO in here and see what he can do. And lo and behold, even without the bloody CTP of Energy, this man annihilated the floor, guys. Crazy stuff. Take a look at his gears, guys. He only has 4 Urus on every single slot, and they are exactly the same. 2 physical attack and 2 critical rate. That is it. Take a look at his stats, guys. Take a look at that. 120 for attack speed. He has them beat there. 71% for critical rate. 158 for critical damage. 42% for ignore defense, and 50% for reduced cooldown duration. It's crazy to think that freaking Pietro is so strong with 15,000 physical attack. Like, not even my Wolverine, guys. Like, I have serious freaking doubts that my Wolverine with 20k physical attack and a freaking 180 proc with an almost fully awakened ISO set can take down floor 29. I've never personally tried it with this uniform now at Mythic, but I've tried it with the uniform and it was very close. But he just didn't have the DPS, okay? Just didn't have it. I died at the very end, even though I was trying to be as aggressive as possible. And yeah, I died with him in this uniform. That just shows you guys how hard I was going, right? But Quicksilver got the freaking job done, guys. So for any of you guys that are still sleeping out Pietro like me, man, y'all need to get to work on this guy. See, I don't need to work on him anymore, because if he can clearly clear floor 29 for me without an obelisk, there's really and truly no need for me to go any further on his build just yet. Like, and that raises the question, when this guy gets a uniform, and I'm not saying if, because he most definitely will. When this guy actually gets a uniform, what the freaking hell are they going to do to improve Pietro? Because Pietro's 4 and 5 skills are just so dominant right now. Like, improving upon that will completely shatter this game. But I've talked long enough, guys. Take a look at this freaking solo and let me know what you guys think, because this 4-5 combo on this guy is literally the Marvel Future Fight cheat code. You use these 2 skills and literally every single person drops dead every time. And this right here is the hardest floor in all of Shadowland, in my opinion. And the fact that none of these characters who are top tier characters, all of these characters, mind you, cost the exact same amount of antimatter, with the exception of Thanos, that Quicksilver costs, and he's completely toying with them. They won't get off a single attack here, guys. Like, it's actually crazy. None of the 6 characters in here will get off a single attack. Like, he's just completely decimating them. My goodness. Unfreaking believable. If this is not the Marvel Future Fight cheat code, I don't know what is, because when in doubt, just bring Quicksilver out. That's all I gotta say, man. Like, shit. Like, holy smokes, guys. Thanos, Ebony Maw, 2 characters that love to hide in iframes, are just getting completely manhandled. They spawned in and there's not a damn thing they can do. They can't even get off an attack. It feels so unfair and one-sided. Like, it feels as though I'm cheating. Like, that's just how it feels right now. Pietro is just so broken, and people want a uniform for him. My goodness. Granted, I would love another look for him, but he doesn't need anything. Anything that they give him after this, I don't even know how they can make the character stronger. But that is all I have for this one, guys. If you guys already knew that Pietro could do this without a damage proc, that is cool. But I just didn't know. I'm still in awe, guys. And if there's any other characters out there that you guys have personally used with a mediocre build like mine and soloed floor 29, please let me know, guys, because this is one of the very few floors inside Shadowland that I have not soloed many times. But that's it for this one. Peace and love. And I'm gone.